Yo, what's up YouTube? It's your boy Zidane, and I'm back with another video today, guys. And today we are reacting to football players that ruined their careers, bro. You know, we're gonna see a lot of players like, as you guys see on the screen right now, Eden Hazard. You know, I think it's just gonna be him from Chelsea moving to Real Madrid. He ruined his career. But anyways, let's get right into it. If you guys haven't realized, subscribe, turn on those notifications really low.
Eden Hazard went from being the best player in the Premier League to an overweight player who can't get a game for
crazy.
his club. But he's not the only football player who fell off that hard. One star player got banned from even entering his team's training ground, and another quit football when he
is that guy a hostage on the football pitch?
One star player got banned from even entering his
What is going on here, bro? Why is the video so blurry?
Team's training ground, and another quit football when he walked in on his wife banging another dude.
Oh my God, bro.
But before we get to those, one phone call turned Adriano from Brazil's star boy into an alcoholic playing amateur football in America. Adriano was on top of the world at Inter Milan. He was the future of Brazil, set to take the crown off Ronaldo Nazario.
Big shoes
26 goals in his first season with Inter, and man looked unstoppable. But at the end of 2004, something happened that completely derailed the Brazilian's career. Adriano was with the Inter squad when he received a phone call from Brazil. His father had suddenly died. He hung up the phone and fell to the floor, which was the turning point in his career. He fell into a depression and turned to partying and alcohol. His performances began to fade as the drinking got more intense. Come 2009, he was shipped off from Inter Milan, unable to get his life together.
Bro, that's crazy. Bro, so unfortunate, bro. So unfortunate.
He bounced from club to club, but with each club came the same old story of parties and alcohol getting in the way of football. He fell so far down the footballing ladder that he ended up signing for American non-league side Miami United.
Non-league is crazy, bro.
Where he only lasted 6 months before finally calling it quits.
Bro, what? That's crazy. Bro, that's crazy, bro. That's really crazy when you think about it, bro. This guy was on top of the world in the highest club at the time, Inter Milan, bro. And then he's going to play non-league in the US. That's crazy, bro. That's so unfortunate, bro. But I feel like times like these, bro, you gotta stay strong and just continue, bro.
But that's only one player who fell off from the top of their game. You still have to hear about the player who stabbed his cousin at a family gathering.
He stabbed his cousin?
The player who quit football when he walked in on his wife banging another dude. But before we get to those, Eden Hazard went from being the best player in the Premier League
because he got so scared that Salah was going to take his shoes. I mean, Salah came in the Premier League, dominated the Premier League, and he took Eden Hazard's shoes, bro. You can't say otherwise, bro. I can't lie.
To an overweight reserve who couldn't get a game for Real Madrid. Man fell off hard. Hazard spent 7 seasons in the Premier League where he dominated, picking up 16 goals and 15 assists in just his final season for Chelsea. This caused Real Madrid to pull the trigger and drop 120 million euros to sign the
120 million, dang. I'm also taking that, bro. What the flip? But, bro, I feel like Real Madrid ruined a lot of careers, bro. What do you guys think in the comments down below, bro? Because these guys, like, who did they buy, bro? Bought Alexander-Arnold, ruined his career. Eden Hazard, ruined his career. Endrick, ruined his career. Bro, Arda Güler ruined his career. I can go on and on and on, bro. Real Madrid are just a money-hungry club, bro, and they just sign players just like that, bro. They don't really care about the players, like if they get game time or not. It's all PR, bro.
But Hazard must have let the big money move get to his head because he showed up at Real Madrid 6 kilograms overweight. But after a couple of games, he wished the weight would be his only problem because in a match against PSG, he picked up an ankle injury which would mark the end of the Hazard we knew and loved. In the 4 years that followed, Hazard was a constant reserve, picking up injury after injury and still failing to control his weight. He only managed to bag a total of 3 league goals in his time in Madrid until Real finally released him from the club in 2023.
Bro, it's so unfortunate, but he did win a Champions League and the league, bro, so when's a win? And he got bagged, so.
Allowed into training because Jadon Sancho has been banned from even entering the Man United training ground since manager Erik ten Hag says
Ten Hag, bro, you're actually weird, bro. Bro, these Netherlands Dutch managers piss me off so bad, bro. Bro, they're so flipping bad, bro. Think about it, bro. Ronald Koeman managed Barcelona, ruined them. They had to take years to be rebuilt. Eric Ten Hag came to United, ruined them, took years for Man United to rebuild. Arne Slot came to Liverpool, ruined them, and now it's going to take them a few years to rebuild, bro. That's just how it is, bro. You have to stop signing these Dutch managers.
Toxic to have around the rest of the team. Man United bought Jadon Sancho for €100 million when he was seen as the best young talent.
And also,
in
Man
the
United
world,
ruined a lot of talent, bro. Anthony, they ruined. Sancho, they ruined. Bro, they ruined a lot of talent. Can't lie, bro. Hoyland, they ruined. McTominay, they ruined. Bro.
After a couple of years in the next transfer window. But at least Sancho's downfall isn't linked to any crimes, like Quincy Promes, who went from being one of the best players in Ajax to a convicted felon for stabbing his own cousin. Promes was living in Amsterdam and...
Bro, that's crazy, bro. Bro, see, this is some stupid situations, bro. Bro, Quincy Promes, bro, he was so flipping good, bro. So good, bro. He just ruined it, bro. He ruined it.
Attended a family gathering. During this gathering, Promes and his cousin got into an argument, which resulted in a stabbing.
Whoa! Is this new footage? Bro, what?
Promes was taken to court but was allowed to carry on his football career until a verdict was reached. He then transferred from Ajax to Moscow, knowing that if he was living in Russia, he would be safe from the Dutch police. A verdict was reached and Promes was convicted with attempted murder and sentenced to 18 months in prison, but he didn't show up to the trial as he continued to hide out in Russia where the Dutch police can't get to him. Although he is free living in Russia, he will never be able to return to top-flight football, meaning his talent will be wasted in a weaker league just to avoid getting his ass thrown in jail.
Yeah.
But at least he has the support of the Russian.
Bro, I feel like the last two are going to be Dele Alli, Jesse Lingard, and Paul Pogba, bro. So unfortunate, bro. He was so good.
Fans because
Mourinho trying to tell it, bro. When Jose Mourinho was coaching Man United, bro, or Tottenham, he was like, bro, come on, you gotta lock in. And he did not lock in. It's his fault.
Even get support from his own fans. Dele Alli fell off so hard that he went from being the future of the England national team to being booed off the pitch by his own fans in the Turkish league.
Crazy.
But how did this happen? In 2016, Dele Alli signed for Tottenham Hotspur and quickly became one of the best players in the Premier League. He was named Young Player of the Season on 2 separate occasions and was linked to the biggest clubs in the world at the time. But once...
with a local team based in Dubai, Forex.com gives you easy access to CFD markets across indices, commodities, local and global stocks.
The Spurs manager got sacked. It all went to shit for Dele. Mourinho came in and tried the tough love treatment, but Ali just seemed to lose his focus for football. Yeah. A mix of bad influences and a traumatic childhood meant he didn't have the strength to fight for his place and ended up getting offloaded to Everton. This didn't last long as he fell even further down the footballing ladder, ending up in Besiktas a couple of years later. His performances have gotten so bad that even the Besiktas fans have been literally booing him off the pitch. But Pogba
predicted it. It's going to be Paul Pogba and Jesse Lingard, bro. Mark my words. Paul Pogba wasted talent, bro.
Allowed on the pitch because Pogba was once the best midfielder in the world, and now, after his family turned on him trying to ruin Mbappe's life and facing a 4-year ban from football, it looks like Pogba's career is all over. When Pogba signed for United at a world record €100 million, he was considered the best midfielder in the world. His time at Old Trafford wasn't the best, as he picked up injury after injury, but managed to achieve success with France during that time. But when he finally returned back to Juventus, that's when everything fell apart. The injury problems he had at United didn't go away, but Pogba wishes injuries were the biggest problems that he would face. In August 2023, Pogba's brother Matthias shocked the world when he announced to the public that Pogba had been seeing a witch doctor and was attempting to put a curse on Kylian Mbappe.
What? I did not know that, bro. What? That's crazy. What? Why was he so jealous of Mbappe? Bro, what? That's your teammate, bro.
He was jealous of his French teammates' growing popularity and wanted to ruin his career by dropping a spell on the striker. But that's not all Matthias Pogba did, because a year earlier, Paul arrived home to find two hooded men with assault rifles who stole his phone and ordered him to pay 14 million euros in exchange for his life. It was later found out that Pogba's brother was a part of this group of...
What? Bro, Paul Pogba's brother is as big as bro. What the flip? But I feel like his brother's lying, bro. I don't think people would do that.
Men and was arrested. But it got worse for Pogba because late in 2023, he was picked up for a random doping test, and it was found that Paul had unusually high testosterone levels, meaning he's facing a 4-year ban from football, which would mark the end of Paul's playing career.
So sad.
It must hurt when family betrays you.
Bro, that's crazy. I thought it was gonna be just Lingard.
But Josip Ilicic faced the worst betrayal possible.
Ilicic.
He flew home to surprise his wife to find her begging.
Bro, that guy from FIFA?
Another man.
And the mother of his children. Yeah, guys, that's why you don't trust girls, bro. Can't lie.
Had just betrayed him. This sent Ilicic into a dark depression, and he was ready
Dang,
to
bro,
quit
he let a
football
woman ruin his career, bro. That's crazy. I can't lie, bro.
forever. The day his brother died,
crazy.
You have to check out this video now.
Okay, guys. Anyways, that was me reacting to football players that ruined their careers, bro. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please like, just subscribe, turn on those notifications. But that's okay, crazy, bro. Yeah, bro, it's too sad, man. Footballers ruined their career, man. Happens. It's either their fault and not their fault. So take the control and not control, bro. It's just that's how life goes, man. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please like, just subscribe, turn on those notifications. See you and peace.